and thanks so much for joining me. Today we are talking all about all of my Chanel eyeliners. If you'd like to see that, please keep watching. So I'm so excited for this video because it's taken me a while to get all of them, and I try to get my hands on every single shade that is available in the US. I know you have really beautiful colors available in other countries. In fact, I tried to order off of Selfridges. There was a beautiful like emerald color, but they couldn't ship it here. So I did get the ones that are in stock now, at least on the Chanel site. So we're going to talk about each one of them. We'll talk about my favorite ones. We'll talk about ones that I use the most, and kind of the different finishes. So I feel like it's not very clear because I've tried to look myself what the difference is from eyeliner to eyeliner. Are they matte, or is there some shimmer? What's the wear like on them? So I came up with this little chart. I like my tables, and if you saw my bronzer video, I like spreadsheets. So I came up with this little chart, and I did little swatches. I don't know why I'm saying everything's little, but I did swatches. And I thought it would be a good idea to use a light to shine on the swatches so you could see really how it reflects the light. So the reason I do that is because I'm super clumsy and I drop a lot of things on the floor and they break. So when glass breaks, I read this somewhere, if you want to find every little bit of glass, you turn the lights off and you turn on a flashlight, and the light catches anything reflective and you can find all the broken bits. So that's why I have gone to this idea with swatches when it comes to really figuring out if something has shimmer in it or not. So I'll include some swatches here too with light on them. Let me talk about this eyeliner first before we get into it. So the claim is it's a waterproof, smudge-proof eyeliner in a wide range of shades that offers long-lasting definition with a twist of the wrist. The retractable tip winds up when you don't need it and winds down when you don't. So if you don't have any of these, I'll just grab one. You just twist like this, and then you can see. It says to apply by using short, feathery strokes, staying close to the lash line for a modern effect. I don't apply it that way. I just use a continuous line pretty much. And then I will also do that above. And then I'll smudge it out with a brush. So you can smudge these out as well, but they do set, which I like. Although I have to say not all of them set equally. So let's go ahead to the colors. So again, we've got our little table here, and I broke them up by shades. So I have black shades up here, browns, blues, purples, green, and then this like, I don't know what to call this, pink. And I forgot I have this white one over here. Totally forgot. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the black shade. So we have Noir Intense. That one is beautiful for the, I mean, you can do anything you want with this one, but I use it for the tight line. So I like that with a black liquid liner. I think that is really beautiful because it really just connects that inside part of my eye with the color above and in the lash line. Really pretty, and I rely on that every day. I don't have a reason to go look for another one. That's how good Noir Intense is. It doesn't smudge, it doesn't move, it doesn't dry my eyes out. That's another thing when I'm putting eyeliner in the tight line or the waterline, sometimes my eyes will get so dry my eyelids will stick together. I don't get that with the Chanel eyeliners at all. So that's another reason I'm invested in all of them, is because I know they work really well for my eyes. I don't have dry eyes or teary eyes. I just have your average eye. There's Noir Enigmatique, and I was trying to find, like, I don't actually pull for this one so much. So that's why I'm trying to look at this closely. So let me see if I can describe, is this on? So this one looks to me, oh, this one has shimmer. So it's like a very, very dark gray, like a bluish gray with some shimmery particles in there. I don't really use that one, but it performs well. I mean, I've tried it because I tested them all out. So it does work consistently with the other ones. And then there's Ebene, and it means ebony if you translate it from French to English. So it's different than Noir Intense though. Noir Intense has more of like a warm black. So that's the difference that I can see there. Okay, let's move on to the browns. So we've got Blackwood. That's like a combination of black and brown. So if you're looking for a very, 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 very dark brown, almost black, or a warm black, that's kind of what it looks like. And I do have it in my tight line area now. Then there's Espresso, and that's a nice basic brown color. I used that one for the tight line area when I used a brown liquid liner. I think that's really pretty. I'll also take that into the corner on the waterline if I want to do 2 colors in there, and I'll just intensify the exterior with that. I really like that one. And then there's Brun Agape. That one has some warm shimmer. It's like a warm shimmery brown, and that is my favorite for the waterline. I use that one almost every day, I'm gonna say. It just looks so pretty, and it's very subtle while still defining. The wear on all of these on all of the browns is good as well. And then we have Mat Taupe. That is really great for the waterline as well because it's a brown, but it's not too intense. I think Espresso in the waterline, depending on your look, if you want intensity, will deliver that. But sometimes I just like it more subtle, defined, but not obvious. And that's how I use Mat Taupe in the waterline. All of the browns and all of the blacks so far perform consistently. So I haven't had any trouble with smudging, anything like that with these. Then onto the blues, we've got Marine, and I think that's really pretty. There is some sparkle in there though, so you'll see individual particles of little micro glitters in there. And that's like a cool blue. Beautiful. I don't use that one as much as I thought I would. It's not a navy though. So if you're looking for a navy, this is not it. It's like a French blue, but deeper than that. And then Intense Teal. I have that in my waterline now. Actually, I have that over Celadon, but Intense Teal is in the waterline. And I think that this is probably my favorite color, but it also is the one that doesn't perform like the other ones. I don't know what is different about this one, but this one smudges on me. So this is one that I wish did really well because I'd wear it more. But I find that when I wear it for a few hours and I look in the mirror, it's like, oh, there's been some movement. So I'll find it, you know, like down here, over here, over here. This one definitely moves, which is sad because I'm going to say it's probably my favorite color out of all of them. So I don't know why. Then we've got Fervent Blue, which has micro glitter, and the glitter itself looks blue. So it's blue and yeah, and the glitters actually look a little bit more pronounced in Fervent Blue, a little bit larger than say something like Intense Teal. But I love this one because a makeup artist, I was wearing like, I can't remember, black or neutral top, and then denim jeans on the bottom. Is this light interfering with things? Probably. And he put the Fervent Blue in my waterline to kind of mimic my jeans or bring that color up, and I thought it was so pretty. So if you want to add a little bit of color and you don't like that your eyeliner may smudge, like with Intense Teal, I go with Fervent Blue because that one doesn't move on me, and like Intense Teal. So those are the blues. Marine's staying power is on par with everything else. Then for the purples, we've got Cassis, and that's a beautiful, like dark, plummy, very deep purple. It's got a little bit of warmth to it, and it does have some shimmer. Very, very like micro shimmer. Beautiful. I love this one for above the lash line. So if I have something that's more like a purpley look, I'll put that one above the lash line. And then Purple Choc is great. It's got a lot of micro glitter though. Now I'm looking at it, it's almost like duochrome micro glitter because I see a reflection of like a pink color almost, and also a blue. So there's a lot going on with this one. That's why I think it's really hard to tell from the swatches online. Yeah, I could not really tell. So this one has some of the chunkiest glitter I've seen in any of their eyeliners. It's pretty though. It's pretty in the waterline, but it's purple for sure. Yeah. Okay, and then there's Celadon. I think Celadon is one of the most elegant colors. If you'd like to add color and be subtle about it, the shimmer in here, I mean, it's very fine. I think that's so interesting with the eyeliners that there are different degrees of shimmer. It's not just it has shimmer or it doesn't. So that's what I find interesting, is that some of the particles are very pronounced while some are very fine, like in Celadon, very, very fine. Then we've got the pinks, or like the burgundies, I want to say, or at least the pink burgundy family. So we have Psyche, I think the way you pronounce it, and that is a burgundy. I'm trying to see if I get any shimmer. It looks matte from here. So if you're looking for like a brownish burgundy shade, that's beautiful, I think, for the fall. It's really pretty. And then we've got Eros, which looks almost like a, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like a rosy burgundy color. Very fine shimmer in this one as well. A little bit, I think, trickier to wear, but it's still pretty. Yeah, so that one I don't pull for as much either. And then Romance is like a warm, how do you describe this color? It's almost like a warm apricot-y rose color, and it does have some very fine shimmer in there. This one's used better as a lip liner than anything else for me. It's very soft though and very specific if that's what you're looking for. And then we have the white one, which is more like a warm white. It has a lot of yellow in it, like a greenish yellow almost. And especially against the white paper, I think it'll show you how it's not totally white. That one was fine. I know a lot of people like it for the waterline. It was still too bright on me though, so that's probably why I didn't wear it. So let's talk about my most used of these. So looking at them across the top, Noir Intense. Again, if I'm not wearing Espresso in the waterline, I'm wearing Noir Intense. So that would be one that I would repurchase over and over and over. Then going into the browns, I love Espresso for the tight line area. I think it's really pretty with a brown liquid liner. Blackwood to me is kind of like, you really have to want something that's almost black but still brown to use that one. And the only reason I use that is if I can't find Espresso, then I'll use that one. It's very nice, but I don't know if it's one I would have to repurchase. I'd rather have Espresso because I feel like if I want a black brown, I can put Noir Intense and Espresso together. Then Brun Agape is one that I would wear and repurchase. Brun Agape, as you know, is one of my most favorite and most used of these. So I would repurchase that one over and over. And Mat Taupe is also another one that I would repurchase over and over. In fact, that one's almost gone. That's my first one, I think, that I'm using up. So that will have to be replaced soon. Yeah, definitely something I would repurchase. Then for the blue colors, I wish I could say better things about the Performance of Teal because I have it on. It's so pretty. I love it. I think it's just the most beautiful color. So unless, I've got to find a way to maybe make it stay. If you can find a way to make that one stay, let me know because I would love to wear it more often. I think Fervent Blue is a fun color to wear. I love putting just like a little bit in the waterline. I think that's pretty. I haven't used it up though, so I don't know. Like I like having it, but I don't know if I would go out and buy it. Cassis and Purple Choc are nice if you are a purple eyeshadow person. I think that that is a good thing to have to complement everything else that you're doing with your eyes. Celadon, I would definitely pick up because you can use Celadon even with a neutral palette. I mean, you could do it with the purples too. I just find I don't do that as much. But with Celadon, definitely just a neutral palette. And then using Celadon with that, I think would make it a little bit more interesting. So I would purchase Celadon over again. And then for the ones in that burgundy category, the Psyche, Eros, and Romance are things I mean, I'm glad I have them, but I haven't really pulled for them. I've worn them just to see how they wear, and they wear just fine, but I just feel like I really like Romance as a lip liner than anything else, but the other two aren't things that I really pull for. I might change my mind as I play with more eyeshadows, but I really don't pull for them. And then the, I think it's Blanc, or the white shade, what do you call them? Blanc Graphique. Yeah, I don't really, doesn't work for me, but again, it probably depends on your skin tone and how light your skin is, but at a certain point, like this is the only thing I see when I put it on, and it was fine. It wasn't like it was an amazing wear on it though either, now that I'm thinking about it. I think I did have a little bit of breaking up and separating, but that was after many hours of wear, but I know that I noticed it didn't stay all day long. So I hope that helps you. I list them below, again, what my favorite ones are, what I would repurchase, what I wear daily, because I think those are important. And I really do think that these are worth the investment. I know they cost a little bit more, but you get the performance, because for me, there's nothing more frustrating than my eyelids sticking together or eye makeup all over the place at the end of the day. So I will pay for performance and comfort. So those are a couple things that are important to me, and that's what I think is so great about the Chanel eyeliner. So I'd love to know which ones are your favorites, or some of your favorites mine. I'm really curious. And let me know if there are colors in your country that you have access to that we don't have access to, because I've seen some of them and they look really beautiful. And let me know if you have any questions. I may not have covered everything here, but I did want to break down for you after I've used these quite a while. But that is it for today's video, so please take care of each other, stay well. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.